we go. We're live. What's going on, everybody? Sean Daniel here.
My name is Jared.
Jared Kodiker, childhood friend.
Thanks,
you only have so many childhood friends. You can only lose them. Can't get more. That's it. Yeah. So here we are.
And I had some of the best friends.
We had a solid group.
One of them right here.
We had a solid
Good guy.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Had a good group. It's been interesting. What's going on? What's going on, Tristan? So yeah, sleep this off. This is a beard. You know what? Let's just have the beard. Let's get the beard comments out right away. Been working on. How long have you been working on this?
23 months almost.
This is 23 months of beard.
So 2 years in November. Yep.
Are you gonna do something special on your beardversary? Do you know the day it began?
Yeah, I can. I'd have to look at the schedule. But I also call it my achievement day, which I haven't celebrated. I've only celebrated once. So.
Achievement day?
Yeah, my achievement day.
I like that.
Yeah, it's like something
good.
I did something great, and I quit my job.
I didn't know that happened the same day.
Yeah, same day. Yeah, they asked me to shave it, so what I did was I took a little buzzer, went down 1/8 of an inch, and they told me it was still too short, or it wasn't short enough. They wanted just like a clean
So we
shave.
actually both quit jobs because we were asked to shave before.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess so.
That's something we have in common.
What was the job that you quit?
Guitar Center.
Oh, okay.
I quit because they're like, you have to be clean shaven.
Yeah,
Remember when I was giving the guy a hard time?
Because all the rockers there.
Yeah, the guy had that face tattoo.
The guys that actually know stuff.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
You can't have a beard at Guitar Center. So really, this is almost like a protest beard.
Yeah.
I never put that together. Yeah. Ever since that day, that was the last time.
Yep. And I had a nice, just short trimmed beard before that, and they wanted me to shave it. And
it's like, not only am I not going to shave.
So I shaved it to about that length, maybe even a little shorter. And they were just like, nope. And so I got up off the couch. It was my day off that day, and I went down to my old job, got my old job back, and things have been great.
Man, love it. What's going on, people? We actually just went and saw Ian.
Yeah.
And they stood beard to beard, and Ian was just like very intimidated, we'll say. Yeah. Extremely intimidated.
Mainly because I went like this. Oh, no flinch.
Yeah, I'm friggin' G, man.
Stonewall.
Yeah, I'm like Kobe Bryant. Remember Matt Barnes tried to fake him out with that? I know. Ian was pretty jealous, for sure. The cool thing about Ian's beard, he has those patches. I just combined Ian and Justin into one, and here it is. This is the guy. So me and Jared have been friends since freshman year of high school, I think, right? Was that it?
Either freshman or sophomore
year. It was probably more.
year.
I think did we meet freshman year?
I think sophomore year.
I don't know. You know, I remember the first phone call you ever gave me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that was sophomore year.
I think I do remember the
so
story of how
I was
you got to the phone.
Yeah, so it was one of my first jobs in high school. Jared was working at the YMCA.
Pre-cell phones, everybody.
Pre-cell, yeah, believe it or not.
Let's set the scene here.
Setting the table. So he got a job at the YMCA. Doing what?
Well, at first,
I think we were
refereing
basketball.
Yeah, and then
and I was like, I play basketball. I'm interested in refereeing basketball. This guy's also 6'6", by the way.
I'm a big dude.
I know, big man.
The Frost Giant.
It's quite the look. Yeah. What's going on, man? You were expecting more than that beard, more man than beard. Yeah. Yeah. What does the beard think about? We'll get to the decorative pillows soon enough. So the first phone call, he's calling me. I gave him my phone number at lunch that time.
Can we say your number? I can't even remember it.
Actually,
I think I can.
Try it. I remember it.
Wait, was it 850?
Yep.
850-9334?
9394.
Oh,
you're so close. Yeah, so he calls me because he's like, maybe we could use another guy to ref basketball games. And I was like, yeah. So I get home after school, got off the bus. I locked myself out of my house, which happened a lot. That happened strangely an incredible amount of times.
Yeah.
But there was a window that I could kind of climb through, but it wasn't like a ground, like I'd have to kind of get up. It was a difficult window to get into, to break into my own house. So I heard the phone ringing, and I knew it was the big man calling me. So I'm like, crap, I gotta get in there. So I was like rushing to get into the window, and then I fall in to the house, somersault over the couch, got to the phone. Hello? Jared.
There's me.
Jared there with the call of a lifetime.
That's awesome.
That spurned a friendship of the ages.
And here we are years later.
There we go. So we're just kind of talking about the old times.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, back in high school, we had a very interesting high school crew,
Yeah, we did.
for sure.
Yeah, some interesting characters. A little.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of stories at Sean's place. Getting beat down with the Swiffer sweeper once.
You got beat down with the Swiffer?
Yeah, by Graham.
Oh, Graham. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was.
There were some attacks, for sure. My place is kind of like the place that we all went to after school.
Mm-hmm.
I would usually be tired after school. School took a lot out of me. What's going on? What's going on, Thomas? School took a lot out of me, so I'd have to recharge. But people were just there.
Yeah.
You know, playing like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember coming over once and after school, and Sean's just face down asleep on his bed, and then we all just start playing video games around him.
Yeah,
And then
uninterrupted.
he eventually wakes up and hangs out with us.
There I am. I just needed a bit.
And then one year, I forget what year it was, somebody, what was it, you traded for a guitar or something? How did you get your first guitar? Have you ever talked about that?
My first guitar?
Yeah. From Bryce? Wasn't that it?
Yeah, it was Bryce Sherwood.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think the first one actually I borrowed from Trey,
Okay.
and I broke it. I borrowed our friend Trey, his acoustic guitar, and then I broke it, and I felt really bad.
I did not know.
I put it on the couch. I put, like, backside on the couch, and it slipped. Rookie error.
Does he
And I
still
was
hold
like,
a grudge against?
crap, man. So I gave him like $100, and he was like stoked. He was like,
Right.
awesome. Like, thank you. I would much rather have $100 than that guitar I never played. So I was kind of worried about that. And I've never laid a guitar like that on the couch
Ever
again.
since.
No, I don't do it.
Good. Protect your investments.
So somebody asked about decorative pillows. I had kind of a rant on decorative pillows last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on decorative
Are
pillows?
we talking about like on a bed? Like just the extra 15?
Yeah,
Like the ones here I don't mind on the couch.
Sure. Okay.
Like one in each corner, whatever.
Yeah. So here's this now. This is a big decorative pillow.
But it does serve a purpose too. I just stuff
Sure.
it under this arm here.
There you go. You look more comfortable.
I feel more comfortable.
So
Thank you.
is that a decorative
Or
pillow?
no, because it serves a purpose.
That's right. That's a utility pillow.
Right. So I'll put this behind me.
There you go. It's gone now. Decorative pillows are the useless pillows that are everywhere.
Okay, so like the ones on your bed. There's like
Yeah.
a lot on your bed.
Yeah.
Not your bed.
Right. Yeah. But
Yeah.
decorative pillows. We don't have to go there. That's for another time. This is. By the way, if you're just joining us, this is my man Jared. Been friends for how long? How long has that been? God. Well, I guess it's been
Since
like
90
almost.
90s, right? 90,
Yeah. It's been almost like 20 years.
99?
Good stuff, man. Yeah. So, anyways, we're just kind of riffing on the old times. I know. I guess I don't know. Do you want to tell stories from high school? The extra ones on Sean's bed. Wow.
No, sorry. I misspoke. They were not
not
on Sean's bed.
my bed.
Right.
He does play guitar.
I'm not good.
You dabble in
I learned enough
multi-instrumentalism.
that I could just like squeak by a little bit.
No, friend test. See, what's my favorite chord? You probably don't know what my favorite chord is.
D9,
D. No, it's F major 7.
F major 7.
D9. What a guess. What a specific. You didn't even hesitate. D9. Wow. That's incredible.
Thanks.
Do you want to talk about the beard competition you were just in?
Oh yeah, I went to Austin for the world's beard and mustache competition.
Not just the Texas beard and mustache competition. Not just America's
National,
beard.
world's.
The world's.
And it was pretty incredible. I had one of the mid to smaller beards there, and I was definitely overshadowed by a lot. And I ended up scoring in my category, which was full beard freestyle. I was a giant Viking, had some beads and braids. Oh, it was pretty sweet. Why is that funny?
This is the category name.
Free beard freestyle or full beard,
Full beard freestyle.
freestyle. So there's some crazy designs there, and I ended up getting toward the bottom. But
There's no shame in that, man.
But it was fun. It was my first beard competition ever, and all the money goes to charity. It's for good. It's a lot of good fun.
Yeah, it's beards for good, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I saw some of the beards there. Were you expecting to place lower in the beard competition? Like, what were your expectations going into the beard?
My expectations were nothing, just to have fun. My cousin's actually a competitive beard grower and shower, I guess. And
He looks like a time traveler.
Yes.
Like his beards are like into curls.
like
and
curls
stuff.
that go into each other, and then big wings on the side. It's a pretty cool look.
That's a fantastic
Yeah.
look. I know. Yeah. Thomas Cover. Oops. Oops. What? What'd you do? There's one dude who styled his beard into a mask,
like a dog or a wolf.
And that is like,
and he had ears too.
That's
His
like
beard
some
came up and did ears.
Like some true detective nightmare stuff.
And then he painted his face underneath. It was amazing.
He painted his face?
Yeah, he had his face painted and he had like makeup on it.
I'm not messing with that, man.
Yeah,
that's like weird.
And then he had a little fur underneath, like on his collars of his suit, so he looked like Teen Wolf. Yeah, he was like, it was just a joke.
Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't talk.
You talked to like?
I was intimidated, man. There's a lot of better beards than mine there.
I mean, they're not better; they're different, Jared.
That's true.
But
I definitely was one of the younger, growing.
One of the rookies.
Yeah, one of the rookies. There you go.
The fresh blood, as they say. Mm-hmm. What is the time over there? What is it, like noon? 1?
11:53 a.m.
You guys live different lives than I do. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know.
I work a full-time job, and
he's just a regular dude when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
work for a good company, and I give them all I can. And they give back. Can't say more than that. I mean, they're awesome.
It's beautiful. So he lives in Las Vegas.
Yes.
He works at construction.
Yep.
I guess, right?
Yep. Inspections and testing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sean and Beard, you just bought an electric guitar, Epiphone LP Custom Pro. Want to recommend a good tube amp for a newbie? Always play. I mean, it depends on your budget, what you want to do. I think that the Vox tube amps, I'm a fan of those. All about those Voxes. Is this the first time a non-musician showed up on a live show? Well, you're not a non-musician.
No.
I mean, he's not a professional musician.
I mean, no. Yeah, like I grew up. I had piano lessons, and then I just would. I played the tuba for 8 years. I think 7 or 8 years.
We actually one of the more memorable moments in high school is when we had to steal that tuba.
Oh boy, should we? I think the statute of limitations has passed on this one.
Yeah, I think we can finally come clean.
This is the anniversary. No, I don't know what the anniversary was, but yeah. Well, so it was after high school.
Oh, that's right. We wouldn't even go there anymore.
Yeah, it was after we had graduated from high school. I was invited to play in a brass quartet, play Christmas music. And I didn't have a tuba, so I tried to get a hold of a friend that would have access to one from the high school, and he said, and he never got back to me. So I decided, well, I got to get a tuba somehow.
You did what you could.
I had to get
one. A tuba
one.
was needed.
So my accomplice, Sean.
Always there in a pinch, man.
Yep. We orchestrated a plan on how to take a tuba from the high school and quickly throw it in the back seat and drive out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And it was really, wow. It was pretty close because at one point I'm in the hallway, right? And I'm thinking like, I wonder if anyone's going to see me, like if I'm going to see anyone I know. I said, I sure hope not,
Right.
So I'm sitting there and here comes the band director and he's like, oh, hey, Jeremy. And I was like, he doesn't
not
remember
his name.
not my name.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, how you doing? What are you doing back? And I'm like, waiting for my sister. She's almost done with choir. And then meanwhile, I'm like leaning against the wall, covering this tuba from behind me.
Yeah, of course.
So
I was supposed to be the lookout. But here's the thing. When it's like your first time being a lookout and like someone just comes, you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I saw the person.
Things will go wrong.
Yeah, but then, like, what do? Be like, Jared!
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
But we got it in there in time. It was great. Got it in the car, drove off. I played my concert, and...
With the hot tuba?
I returned the tuba.
We returned it, of course.
Absolutely. Once I was done, I brought it back.
Ever knew.
Not a scratch, not a dent. Maybe a little spit left in the spit
valve.
valve.
Spittle, sure.
But
I mean, you're not going to clean the spit valve.
I mean, a little bit.
It's disgusting.
Spit it out.
Yeah. So someone asked if your house in Vegas was the house that I used to live in the closet.
No, that wasn't. Sean, you did live in a closet for a while, didn't you?
I did live in a closet.
Let's discuss this openly. All right.
Yeah. You wanna? I mean, do you want to? As a he was there.
I was definitely there.
Yeah. All right. So there was a house, Osho's house.
Or Ocho's cousins, but
whatever.
Yeah.
I was living in the closet. He actually had a casita.
Yeah, like a little house. I think they call it a mother-in-law home or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Just outside of it, it's got its own little... It's like a studio apartment outside a house.
Yes. So we were all living together. I was living in the closet. I mean, do you have any memories from that?
I just thought it was kind of weird. But I remember, like, when we were hanging out, anytime we'd hang out, Sean would be like, or Ocho would pay for Sean's stuff. He just had grown accustomed to this happening. And so we all get ready, we get in the car, and we get in the car, and Sean's like, oh, I forgot my wallet. Oh, but I don't need it, do I? Like, he goes, oh, I don't need it. And then it's like, yeah, just assuming that.
Now, it may seem like I was being a bit of a mooch back then, but actually that was part of the deal for me to move out to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
We had it preordained.
Right.
First of all, Osho had wronged me.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you knew this.
No?
Yeah, because we were supposed to like start a business together, and then I dropped him off at the airport, and he was with that girl. What's her name?
The one that would play Final Fantasy all the time?
Yeah, the Pokemon, the Pikachu girl, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
A kept man. I mean, arguably. All right, anyway, long story short, we were supposed to do something. I dropped our buddy off at the airport. He was gonna break up. This is kind of a long story. I don't even know where to begin with this.
What was her name? Not Samantha? Not Samantha.
No. I don't know. You know, it's probably better that we don't use her name anyways.
No, it's good.
So, this guy that we're friends with goes to extremes a lot.
Yeah.
And he started dating this girl. And I thought it was kind of a destructive thing. And he's like, I know, we're going to break up, but he just wasn't manly enough to do it. He wasn't man enough to do the right thing.
Right.
So, he'd moved in to his house with his parents at the time. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, so they were both living in his parents' house.
in the basement, right? Yeah.
In the basement of his parents' house.
Yeah, that's a nice furnished basement, but yeah.
And he's like, all right, I got a perfect idea. We're going on this trip to Hawaii together. Her bags are already going to be packed. I'm going to break up with her in Hawaii because her bags are packed already. I'm like, all right, well, that's kind of like a dick thing to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's what you're going to do, right?
Wait till you
What's
like...
going on? How do you? Yeah, thanks guys, right? Yeah, so he was not man enough to do it. So he was waiting for her bags to be packed. Again, a ridiculous excuse. I'm by no means endorsing his behavior. But I remember driving him to the airport, and like, all right, he's like, I'm going to do this. We're going to get back, and then we're going to start like a business together. Okay?
Okay, by the way, also, these two are like the smartest people I know.
No, stop.
Absolute geniuses.
No, please,
I'm not even
no.
kidding.
He definitely is. He's for sure like a genius.
Next level.
Yeah, like some crazy stuff. But so I drop him off at the airport. Next thing I hear, he gets engaged in Hawaii. They get married while he's there. That was the opposite of the plan. He totally screwed this plan up.
No one saw it coming.
Yeah. So he gets engaged, start a business. Yeah, we're gonna start an awesome business. Wasn't exactly clear what the business was gonna be. Something computer related.
And figure it out.
We would have figured it out.
Right.
Yeah. He gets engaged, doesn't even come back. This is Michigan. We were living in Michigan at the time. Yeah. He goes right to Vegas. I was spurned. I was totally spurned. It was ridiculous. Totally faked out. So then he's trying to get me to move out to Vegas. By then, Jared had already moved out to Vegas. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, I still feel a little jilted by the whole airport thing. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm really sorry. So I made a list of demands for what I would need compensation-wise to move out to Vegas.
Sure.
So I demanded a two-page essay of apology.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah. You didn't know about this?
Maybe I did. And
Oh, yeah. So
maybe
yeah,
that was like a gentleman's secret. Like
maybe it was. I don't know. Yeah. So I requested a two-page gentleman's apology for what had happened.
Yeah.
Double-spaced, Helvetica font, stuff like that. So there was that. Then I also demanded a stipend, which is where the money thing came in. I'm like, listen, I'm not really rolling in cash right now. What you were accustomed to. Exactly. So I...
Yeah, right. Don't break up.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to need to like eat food out there. So a food budget would be nice until maybe I get on my feet.
Right.
Took a little while to get on my feet. So that's why, whenever we went out somewhere, Ocho would have to kind of foot the bill. As
expected, yeah.
Yeah, as penance for his betrayal. What's going on, Lee? So that's kind of why I had a little stipend for a while.
All right.
Eventually, I weaned myself off of it, and I became a better man because of it.
I think it's great. Mm-hmm. I mean, whatever deals you guys have going on, whatever you do, and your privacy of your closet. Like...
Early 20s Sean was a different kind of dude. Definitely a good time, though.
I don't know. I don't know if you've lost your carefreeness, but you were like a feather in the wind, right?
I really was.
Serenity.
Yeah, I was. It was light and just kind of did whatever. But now now I'm a motivated man.
Yeah.
Now it's all about giving the people what they want. Hence why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions about the early days, I mean, Jared's been through it all. Jared has been on this channel before, by the way. Way long ago.
We should talk about this because I'm very disappointed at the number of views of this particular rap song about jet skiing.
Yeah. So we made a music video called Jet Ski. I did a good portion of the music.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, see, Kyle knows Serenity.
He's a firsty.
He's a brown coat, I'm sure.
Firsty.
And we made a rap video called Jet Ski about jet skis, but it's about more than jet skis. And it's been on the channel, but
it's
it was, you know,
friendship and loss and
redemption.
Redemption.
Really?
I was gonna say resurrection
And safety.
Safety
Link
too.
it. Missed that one. Somebody saw the video.
Okay.
You know, one of the mods post a link to the jet ski video. If you type in what? If you type in Sean Daniel jet ski, I think it'll
Sure,
probably.
yeah, absolutely.
I think it'll probably come up.
You'll see me going like this without a beard.
It's J Rock. That's his rap name, J Rock.
J-Rock.
And my brother.
And basically, when I rapped,
Pauly
I'd
D.
like pull on my cheek and I go, "My name was J Rock, son." Like that. I talk like that.
That's how you did that?
Yeah.
You pull on your cheek and do it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it comes up. All right, so type in Sean Daniel jet ski. You'll see an amazing performance by this guy. Really a poet.
A beardless me.
Yeah.
You know.
A little stubble, I think.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That's not beard. Is that beardless? Does stubble count as beardless?
I think so.
Like, I'm beardless right now, right? I can't
would say
count
you're
this as a
beardless.
beard.
Yeah.
It's just a stubble. Yeah, so it is kind of sad that jet ski didn't really have the viral quality that I had anticipated.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Got to be a mod to post it, guys. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. If one of the mods is out there, post the jet ski link, please. Otherwise, I'll put it in the link to the video when it's done. But I really can't be. It's still not too late to make it viral. Maybe today's the day.
It's right. Some things they take a little while to get off the ground.
Yeah, where are the mods at? Ushian was here earlier.
Someone's gonna get fired.
Yeah, Yeah, I know, right? There are like 50 mods. Where are the mods at? This is ridiculous.
Where are the mods at? What?
We're thinking about making another rap video while you're here.
Unfortunately, don't have enough time. Maybe.
Sadly. Doesn't take long to make a rap video of that quality.
Make like a 2-minute song or something.
I don't know. Whatever. Is you without a beard like Tom Selleck without a mustache? I mean...
No, not really. I mean, this is just a new thing. I mean, I've been growing it since November of 2 years ago, so...
Mm-hmm.
So almost 2 years, but before that, I had stubble, kind of like Sean. Shaved occasionally, depending on the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mods are in here. I aim to misbehave. Another Firefly reference. People are rocking the Firefly stuff today.
Was that Kyle Scott?
No, it was a different one.
Whoa.
For sure. Freestyle it? You want you to freestyle?
Oh, man.
I want to beatbox?
I got nothing. You know how many takes it gets me to... no.
Yeah, Jerry's more of a thinking man's rapper.
I had to like memorize the words, and I had to hear it like 1,000 times before I could finally spit it back out again. It was pretty tough for me.
Yeah.
But
hey,
but it was
no,
fun. The
but it's
finished
good.
product is great, so please go check it out.
Yeah. Do you remember the words to it?
My name is J Rock's son,
and I'm the big man. I get up on that jet ski whenever I can. I'm cruising with them manatees. One of my biggest fantasies. Got to fly ride with the red trim goggles on, causing calamities.
That's right.
That's a sick rap. It's good stuff. I remember we wrote that on the way to the Steel Panther concert. Did we not?
That was awesome. Mm-hmm. Just enter that. We'll watch it.
All right, yeah. People, please watch the jet ski video. Can't post like this YouTube Live. The limitations of YouTube Live is sad. It's really bad.
It's all right. Fix it in post.
Yeah, we will fix it in post. So Firefly, speaking of TV shows, I think you had a TV show recommendation for the people that you wanted to kind of give.
Yeah, for any Canadian fans here, you might remember the show Littlest Hobo. It's a fantastic Canadian TV show back like late 70s, early 80s. And it was about a dog. And this dog was like a hero, and he'd go from town to town, and he'd like save the day at this one town, and then before you know it, he was gone on to the next one. He was the littlest hobo. He loved traveling around, helping people.
He had no hobo companions. He's just a dog.
Just the dog.
Is it just... So what makes a dog a hobo and just not just a wild dog? Because it rides in train cars?
Right. Well, it's it's higher level, a little higher IQ dog. Worked his way up to a hobo, but he like saved the day in every town. Right. In every town, he'd have a different name. They'd call him Smokey if he helped somebody out of the smokes, or like a smoking fire. And
so his name would be dependent on the mystery that he was solving.
Hey, Smokey, how are you?
The littlest hobo.
And then they'd like bark every once in a while. And I remember one time they
how many episodes of The Littlest Hobo are there?
I've only watched maybe like 4 or 5.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think there were a couple of years. It's on for a couple of years, and then what do they have? 24 episodes in a season, something like that. I think it's different.
I interrupted you. Sorry, you said one time
Oh yeah, the town was gonna like reward the dog, and they had this big old ceremony where they were like, putting medals on the hero, and they're like, oh, and this one is, I forget the guy with the dog's name. This one's for the dog Buddy, and then they're like, Buddy, where are you? And then they're looking around, oh, where are you? And then they show him like just scampering off into the woods, and then hopping on the next train car, going to the next town to save the day. It's a great show.
It sounds like a pretty cool show.
Yeah.
The Littlest Hobo.
Yep.
And it's on YouTube. It's not on Netflix?
Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. Wow, it's old.
It sounds kind of classic, though.
Yeah. I think they played the theme song on Trailer Park Boys, which I don't watch, but I hear is fantastic and funny, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll...
They kind of made... I think they did like a montage or something and played that song, the theme song.
Yeah, all right. So aside from after this video posts, I'll link to the jet ski video. I'll also link to an episode of The Littlest Hobo. Mm-hmm. Great. There we have. Other TV shows we were talking about today. We were talking about some of our favorite TV shows.
Your particular favorite, Hercules?
I would say it's my favorite, Hercules Legendary Journeys. It's something that I actually haven't thought about. Where's the weird? What do you mean, where's the weird? I feel like pieces of this conversation have been kind of weird.
Should we make it weird?
Jesus. That's kind of creepy.
Was it?
You've always been kind of a master of the facial expression.
Oh, thanks.
But now that we've got this monstrosity to add to it, it's pretty whatever. I was like, show us Puppet F, but then realized it was your brother.
Yeah, Paul's in great shape, man.
Yeah, Paul, he
makes it his job, like
triathlons and stuff.
He's an athlete too. Mm-hmm. I remember growing up playing with him. He had like awkward form when he's shooting basketball. But
yeah, he's gotten a lot better at basketball. I've been taking him with me to the Sunday game.
He's always
now.
been better and getting better and better.
He's a baller now. We're working on him.
Splashing threes.
But anyways, back to Hercules' Legendary Journeys, which with Kevin Sorbo, as someone just mentioned. That was definitely one of my favorite shows in high school, I guess. Yeah. I do have beard envy. Yes, of course I do. I say monstrosity as a compliment.
Yeah, I'm not offended by it.
Like LeBron James is a monstrosity on the basketball court.
Sure.
That's like a good thing.
I'm not offended.
Yeah. Just like Hercules. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules' Legendary Journey. Great show, right?
Yeah.
I actually did a presentation in college using clips from Hercules.
Really?
Did you know that?
I don't think I remember.
I had to do a project on community policing. Okay?
Okay.
And I thought, what better way to illustrate community policing
than RoboCop? Oh wait.
That would have worked too. But I actually there was
he's an equalizer, right?
Because he doesn't really hold like a formal position of authority. He's just freaking Hercules.
Yeah.
So the whole point of the presentation I was giving was to show great examples of community policing. And I had to show
it's a thankless job.
I had to show a good example and a bad example. Okay? Like when community policing gone wrong, which would be me like just trying to like stop a bank robbery and like getting shot or something. And then good community policing. So I found this clip of Hercules' Legendary Journey. It was an 8-minute fight scene. If you've ever watched Hercules, you know the fight scenes are like where it's at. They're like kind of slapstick, amazing fight scenes. Oh, and then Sorbo would just give people the boot a lot. It'd be so cool. So there was literally 8 minutes. 8 minutes is a long time for a fight scene. The first 4 minutes it was Hercules and Aeolus, his buddy. They're getting worked by these guys. So, the tides were turning. The second 4 minutes, they kind of came back, right? Incoming feed comments, yeah. So the first half of the fight was them getting worked. The second half was them working together and fighting back. Mm-hmm. So I made 2 VHS copies. It wasn't just one thing. I had 2 separate VHS copies of the good part of the fight scene and the bad part of the fight scene, and I actually swapped them out. And the entire speech was really just kind of Hercules.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think I got like a D on that project,
really?
Which I was pretty upset about because I thought it was a pretty good example. But anyways, it's just how Hercules you can learn a lot from Hercules.
Because when I asked you to help me out with one of my reports, I do remember getting an A, and I remember it being one of the most ridiculous things ever, and I loved it so much.
All right, let's tell the college report story.
One of my business classes, I just didn't have time to write this report, and Sean's an amazing writer, talented guy, so I was like, hey, $5, write something for me, or Chinese food, or whatever I forget what the deal was, but and you're like, yeah, sure, all right. It's like, Sean's a natural at it. So he starts writing this report for me, and he sneaks in every title to every single Steven Seagal movie inside this business report, that I had to write for one of my business classes. I can't remember which class it was.
It was pretty great. So the thing that like a lot of people don't really get about Sean Daniel is that I'm not going to do anything unless I can somehow find a way to entertain myself.
Right.
So I was writing Jared's paper, and I was getting kind of bored, so I'm like, how am I going to entertain myself? So the way I did it was, like you said, I went on IMDb, saw Steven Seagal's filmography, and I took the title of every one, and I found a way to put the title of every Seagal movie in this paper.
My favorite one was...
they're all in there.
When Sean said, or one of the lines was... and he felt under siege, dark territories lay ahead.
That was hard to get that.
Like, whoa.
That's some next level stuff. Because the sequel, how do you fit Under Siege 2 into a paper? Under Siege 2 Dark Territory.
Yeah.
Had to be 2 sentences.
The one thing I did do, though, you did have all the titles in bold.
Yeah.
And I just I unbolded them and lowercase everything. But I turned it in as is, and I did get a good grade on it.
A little more low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I was like, because I wanted to test it too. I was curious, like, hey, is she gonna notice this?
No.
And never heard back about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to talk about it because I'm an honest guy, and if she would have said something about like anything, if she would have started probing at me and like saying, hey, did you really write this? I would have been like, nope. My buddy Sean did. Paid him in Chinese dinner. We went to the Chinese buffet. Our friend Kyle snorted wasabi. It was a good time.
Was Hard to Kill in it? Of course it was. They were all in it.
They were all in it.
Every single one.
Every major one, like at that time, that I can think of.
Yeah.
And then I think it was actually a little bit after that he started making like more and more crappy ones.
Oh, yeah, that when he went on his run of, like, the straight-to-video ones.
Yeah.
So there was only, like, 10 or 11 of them. Mm-hmm. Just do more lessons on step songs? Yeah, for sure. God, it's kind of hard to believe that I actually graduated college. Like, the crap that I would do.
He sent, one time, this is move out, I think sophomore year, when dorm move out, everyone's moving out of their dorms. Sean's like, well, I got to get rid of this couch somehow.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we'll just take it to the dumpster. And you're like, well, I don't think there's no room for it in the dumpster.
Yeah, I was moving out late. The dumpsters were already overflowing with stuff.
So what Sean does is stuffs it in the elevator, sends it down to the basement, and then hightails it out of there. And which you actually got a bill for somehow.
Yeah.
They found out it was you.
And they sent me a $50 bill removal fee. And they wouldn't release my transcripts to the college I transferred to until I paid it. And I was like... I mean, it was my couch, but I was like, you don't know that's my couch.
Yeah, I don't know how they found out.
Because
they
nobody
just sent it to everybody. I don't even know.
Because nobody knew that was my couch. That was a very low-key couch.
Maybe your RA. But...
My RA was never in my room.
All right.
My RA had never gone into my room. I'm still a little salty about that.
I would be too.
Yeah. You know what? One of my favorite college memories was at Bigelow cafeteria, they would have like a chicken tender day. Remember that?
Oh, sure.
Remember how awesome chicken tender day was?
Oh, the best day.
It was the best day, and it would happen so infrequently. So when it was chicken tender day, we would go down and we would get it on. So we like just gorged on these chicken tenders, and we were feeling so good about ourselves. We were sick to our stomachs because we had engorged ourselves with these chicken tenders. We get back to the room. Do you remember what happened? We remembered that was the night that Satoko had booked us for that Japanese dinner that they made us. I can't believe you don't remember this. We had made plans with these Japanese students. They were going to cook us like this like traditional Japanese dinner, and we'd forgotten about it.
Oh, right.
So we just went out and had all those chicken tenders, and then we had to go directly and have like a full Japanese meal,
which they had prepared.
And I was so sick, and I'm like, I can't eat any of this, and I was just like forcing myself to do it, and we were across the table just like, oh my god, and again, that's a culture where it's like disrespectful if you don't.
Sure, you want to eat as much. They want you to eat everything.
Oh man,
not eat it at all.
That was rough. Another good time was when we cheated on the ocean systems exam.
How did that happen? Oh, it was like one of those every other, or there's.
All right, so
they told us how many versions of the test there was, and so we knew which one to grab. So we were sitting next to each other. We'd have the same test.
Yeah. They're like okay. All right. Here's the thing about I'm not a cheating man. I'm a man of integrity.
We do have a history of helping each other out,
but only if there's been some kind of wrongdoing on the instructor's side. So this ocean system,
like if they decided to teach an important lesson while we were playing Tetris in the back row,
that was.
We got a lot of stories. There's like 3 stories. But go ahead and continue.
So we're in this ocean systems class. I thought ocean systems was gonna be cool. We're gonna learn about sharks, sea creatures, stuff like that. And someone asked what your favorite band is too. So think about that while I tell the story. So we had a bone to pick with this ocean systems guy. Okay. So again, we were in this big lecture hall. They made us sit every other seat or something like that. So we couldn't cheat, and there were multiple editions of the test. So they'd hand a stack of tests down the line, so therefore you wouldn't be guaranteed to get the same test as the person next to you, so you can just copy Scantron or whatever, okay?
Right. Yep.
And again, they thought they were being so smart. They're like, we have 2 versions of this test, so you're not gonna get it.
Right.
So it's like, well, obviously, I'm just going to get the stack of paper. I'm going to take one test, skip the next test, and give Jared the next test. So we'll have the same test. Like, nice try, guys.
Yeah.
So
we're real smart.
Yeah. Good. Wow. Yeah.
We're college kids.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
We figured it out.
So we end up. But here's the thing. Here's where we kind of made an error. Do you remember the error we made? This happened on November 7th, which is an important day.
Paul's birthday.
Because it is Paul Daniel, my younger brother's birthday. So on our Scantron test, in the notes, we both write, this one's for Paul. No need to write that.
Why?
Not sure why we would write that. We were just each dedicating this one's for Paul. So we had this planned out pretty well. We didn't totally copy each other's Scantron. We left a few that were different, so it wouldn't be identical.
Well, I mean, I did as many as I could.
Yeah, and I did as many as I could. We kind of compared. Looked good. Jared got up first, or did I get up first?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
You were probably usually a faster test taker.
Yeah, so maybe. Yeah, I know because you actually got the brunt of it. Yeah, so I get up first, and I walk up. The plan was to let Jared wait a few minutes so we wouldn't get caught cheating.
Or was it the other way? I think you approached him.
Maybe it was something like that because whoever got up there first, the professor was like, I saw that you and the guy next to you were, you went up first. Because he asked you, I thought you and the guy next to you seemed to be kind of sharing answers or something. And you're like, that guy, I've never seen that guy before. That's what you said. I remember.
I don't know about that guy.
Yeah, you're like, I've never met that guy. I've never even seen that guy before.
I don't think I would have been that
right?
about it.
Or whatever it was.
I don't know.
You.
I don't know him.
Yeah, you don't know him. That was it. So then I kind of saunter up. Here you go, guy. Both our Scantrons have this one's for Paul on it, and we're supposed to have never met each other before.
Right.
And then I just remember him giving me like a look, and I was like,
and I'm sure we had enough different answers.
We passed ocean systems together.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about ocean systems. Would have came in handy, but I don't know. Whatever. So who's your favorite band?
You know, it's so hard to narrow it down to one. I can't really do that. I like all kinds of different
Coward's answer.
It is. It really is.
You were heavy into Afro Man in college.
Yeah. He's an educated Crip on a rock cocaine scholarship.
Afro Man.
Oh, he's not
top 5 bands. There you go. See, you opened the door for yourself.
Sure. Well, I don't know. What I'm just trying to think. I always
Simple
liked.
question.
I know. I liked. All the stuff I like is probably. I'm worried about the feedback.
No, don't be worried about the feedback. The people are reasonable.
That's not real rock and roll, and of course
it's not rock bands.
Okay.
This is favorite bands.
Favorite bands. Okay. I don't know.
You can't even think of 5 bands.
I can't think of.
Oh my gosh! Look, you put poor Jared on the spot now, and you broke him. You broke the beard.
I haven't listened new music. I have no idea about new music really.
Why do people not listen to new music?
Well, because the only
Ian's the same way. Ian hasn't listened to new music in 20 years.
Because so I hear all this stuff Afro Man. Yeah, I hear all this stuff everywhere I go is just pop that's just being pumped through the speakers and just
it's rough. It's not good.
Penetrating my ear when I don't want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know.
You've literally got nothing.
I have nothing. I don't know.
But favorite rapper? I mean, what do you listen to? Do you have Spotify, iTunes, anything like that?
I got Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
But I listen to podcasts more. I don't know. So.
Hey, you're a podcast guy, I guess.
Yeah.
You should get on some new music.
Yeah.
I feel like that would
recommend some new stuff for me, and I'll listen to some
New Queens of Stone Age.
Yeah.
Friggin' rockin'. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That's a band I think you'd be into. When is Ian gonna upload that 100K video? Yeah, I don't know, right? Ian promised me a video.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Some kind of. I don't know if it's like a congratulations video. I don't know if he was gonna try to make fun of me somehow.
Yeah.
But he promised it weeks ago. Where is it? Where is it, Ian? I have no idea. Parador by Sean Daniels. Yeah, you could say that Sean Daniels is one of your top 5 favorite bands.
He's one of my favorite bands.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. J-Rock and Pauly D, second favorite band.
Sure.
Afro Man. You like Travis a lot? Travis
is great. I do like the Shins. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I like, but Travis was really cool. I was into Travis for a while, and we ended up going to a concert together, right?
We went to Travis live, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
I had never even heard of Travis until you told me about Travis.
STP was great. We didn't you stop by for that concert? That was cool. I saw Incubus a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It was a great show, too.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I liked Incubus.
Steel Panther? You're a big Steel Panther fan?
Steel Panther is one of the best. Just super entertaining. One of the best show to go to.
Yeah, honestly, it is probably the most fun show I've ever been to. The Steel Panther show.
Yeah.
Especially when I caught Satchel's pick.
That is awesome.
That was fantastic. I love that. Again, on the way to that Steel Panther concert, Jet Ski was written. Everybody check out Jet Ski. Sean Daniel Jet Ski. Even though I'm not even in that video.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, the producer.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. Do what I can. I think that we should do another video with you and Paul. Stand-up paddleboarding.
All right.
A rap song about stand-up paddleboarding.
We could do that.
I don't know. I'm down for it. Whatever. Let the people know. You've gotten a lot of compliments on the beard.
Thank you.
Here.
Everyone.
Do you get... People must tell you that all the time.
I get it a lot.
Because anytime I'm with you and you're out, it's like people stop you.
I get it a lot.
Like, what's the most common thing people say?
Just, whoa.
Dude, beard.
They
don't even make a sentence.
No,
just whoa, beard.
Yeah, beard.
How does that make you feel? It's almost like you're the dude version of an extremely hot girl, where people are just kind of like, just eyeballing you.
Yeah.
Like, does it make you feel like an object?
It's big.
Like, do you feel like
of women's.
No, but do you feel like
beard right on my face?
like eyes are up here, guys?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like, do you
look up here?
So do you feel objectified in any way? Do you feel like
not objectified, but they're just pointing out what's most dominant. Number one, I'm a big guy. I'm really tall.
Yeah.
And have the big beard too. So I don't know. What would you call me? I look like a monster.
Yeah, you're much. Someone asked if you need to color it. You don't color, do you?
Nope. It's all natural.
It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of different shades.
I got gray up here too, even.
It's cool. Do you think you would color it? Is there an end game for the beard? Is my question.
I don't know.
It's just gonna go.
Go for a while.
Mm-hmm. What's behind beard number 2? Is there? Yeah. Have you ever like hidden anything in it? I guess that's a question. I'm sure people.
No.
Would it? I guess it could.
I painted it once and got all. Well, at the beard competition, I dressed up like a Viking. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Viking picture is actually pretty cool. I really think you need to be like an extra in a movie or Game of Thrones, like as a wildling or something.
That'd be cool.
Like surely that is a thing.
Well, yeah, I know for Vikings, I remember seeing something for the TV show Vikings. They had like an open casting for extras. And it was basically like, hey, come to Scotland or wherever they're going to film.
Did you go?
No, it was like last minute. I wouldn't have been able to make it. So.
Man. Decorative pillow disc track. Okay, that's something to think about. I feel like I really need to take my time. Jared has limited time here.
Yeah.
You know, which you should probably get going soon. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh,
Are you looking
whatever.
at actually?
Yeah,
you're looking at your music.
I'm looking at my music because I want, I'll just at least give you an idea of what I'm listening to. And some of it I don't even really listen to. I just downloaded it and maybe listen to it once. Like Atmosphere. You ever listen to Atmosphere?
No.
Rap guys.
Don't know
two
Atmosphere.
rap guys out of Minnesota or something like that. Minneapolis.
Really?
Sound pretty good.
Huh.
Broken Bells. I've always been a fan of Broken Bells. Everyone.
Broken Bells is cool.
Yeah.
I really only like the first album though. I didn't really like the second album.
I like it all. I could always turn it on. And listen
Broken
to
Bells
it.
is James Mercer with Danger Mouse.
Yep.
If you guys know the Shins guy with the guy who did the Gorillaz album.
Shins was another nice concert we saw.
Shins was great, dude.
Remember we saw Mr. Belding before that show? We're sitting there waiting in line, and it was a midnight show. Sean talked me into it. I had to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Like 6 in the morning.
And Sean's like, "Oh, it'd be great, the Shins." And I'm like, "I don't even know who the Shins are." You're like, "Here, you made a CD for me." And you're like, "Just listen to it, and we'll go tonight." And I said, "All right." So I listened to it, and I was like, "All right, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun." We're sitting there waiting in line before the show starts, and in our past walks Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. It was pretty funny.
Unforgettable night.
Yeah, with like 2 beautiful women on his arm, just strutting his stuff,
Yeah.
walking through. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. That was a great show. Shins. I talked about that show a couple weeks ago because Sleeping Lessons was the first song that they did. Came out in a sleep-deprived state. Someone asked what the ideal beard career would be.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're limited definitely of what fields you can work. Construction's pretty good. I'm in inspections and testing for construction, so I fit in okay. There's a lot of respectable labor, or not just laborers, but like foremen out there. They grow the biggest beards.
Foremen have the big beards.
Yeah.
That's like a thing?
I don't know. I've kind of noticed that.
Lumberjack?
Yeah,
Do you have flannel at all?
I don't.
That'd be kind of cool.
I may have one at home somewhere, but
I feel like you need a flannel shirt.
it's not in my everyday rotation.
The thing is, Vegas is so hot.
It is
Very, very hot. Uh-oh. Looks like, do you play guitar?
very bad.
Bad connection. I don't get it. The Wi-Fi should be good here. He does kind of play guitar. You've got a... What do you have? You've got that gold top... what is it? What kind of guitar is that?
ESP?
ESP, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a little ESP, and I got a bass, and I'll play keyboard or something for my church every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I try to do it every Sunday, but if I can't make it.
Do you use hair gel on your beard?
It really depends on the occasion. I usually put a little pomade in there, and then put a blow dryer on it, and a little curl, kind of give it a little fullness.
So beard maintenance, how much beard maintenance do you spend?
I don't really prep it like for work. I'll just get up and go, or just just wash it.
Very cool.
That's it. Shampoo, conditioner.
Man, it is a good beard. Solid beard.
Thanks.
Well, hopefully we'll find a way to incorporate you and the beard on the channel in creative ways.
Thank you.
See, the stash is awesome. Like the way the stash separates itself from the beard. That just naturally happens.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just pulling in the right spots.
I do feel I notice you doing that a lot.
I do.
You do that a lot. So maybe that twists it away from the beard. I don't know.
Maybe what do they call that? Like I've trained it to do that. I guess that's the word.
Okay.
You train your hair, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I naturally have this colic.
We could get you some Hans de Foucault. Hans de Foucault breakup video coming soon, by the way. Sad to say it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that's been a thing for you, Sean, and it's what, just hair stuff, hair product?
I mean, I thought it was more than just that, but it's really not.
You thought it was like a family?
I thought I was part of a family, yeah.
Sorry, dude.
It's alright. Hansi Fugo breakup video coming soon. Check that out.
Sad.
Maybe. I know, it is sad. But I'm okay. You know what? Because the real family's right here on YouTube. Subs.
I like it.
Love you guys. We're going to get to work because there's work to be done. But thank you for hanging out with Sean and the Beard getting weird. Hopefully we'll do it again sometime. We got to get Paul in here too.
That would be great.
We got to get the real
We
trio.
got a lot more stories too.
Yeah.
If we were to structure it, like, tell all the different stories.
We should just tell stories that happened in high school that involve my dad. Because that's...
Could do a whole hour on that, easy.
John Daniel is an important character.
Absolutely.
We'll just say. I need to get my dad on here live. That'd be incredible.
He would be good. He'd be good for
He's
the
a storyteller if there ever was one.
ratings. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
He's told a lot of great stories. I think, well, I'm just going to tease it.
Please.
I'm not going to say the whole thing because maybe this will be a future episode. The story of him traveling across the panhandle of Texas on a bicycle. Am I right? That's a story?
Yeah, that's a story.
That's a story.
You know, you want to tell it?
No, I don't. I want him to come on here and tell it.
Okay. Yeah, he has to tell that one.
Yeah.
He was almost murdered, though.
Yeah.
There was almost no Sean Daniel.
But luckily, he had just enough Spanish.
Yeah, just enough skill to save himself from another classic bicycle murder serial killer. Anyways, so think about that one, and we'll get back to you soon. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. See ya.